So I'm gonna mix two foundations today. I'm gonna use the Hourglass foundation, the stick one. This is in the color Bisque. So first I'm gonna basically draw this on. Okay, and then once you look like a coloring book, I'm gonna get the Makeup Forever HD one. This is the color Y245. And then just like blend them together on my face. I don't know why, but when I use a stick foundation, I always like to use a liquid to mix them together. I don't know why. It's just something I like to do. As you can tell, my neck is like 20 times darker than my face. It's just because I use some like instant self tanner because I have to tan and I didn't want to film looking all pasty. So I just put some self tanner on. The brush I'm using is a Tarte brush. There is no name or number on it, but it just looks like this. So it gives nice coverage to the skin and blends it out all nice and perfect. Now I'm going to conceal using Shape Tape, as always. This is the color Light that I'm using. Oh, whoa, we're scraping right out of the barrel now. Okay, hopefully I have enough to do this. We'll do a little bit on the chin, on the cupid's bow. A little bit up here, not that you can see it because I'm literally scraping. I have a little bit fair that I might blend with it, but this is extra light, but it might just help with coverage. We'll make it work. Oh, I forgot to wet my beauty blender. I'm just using a Morphe one. So I've just dampened it and now I'm just gonna press it into the concealer to keep the coverage, but just blend it out into the foundation. Okay, once you're happy with that, I'm just gonna use a little bit of the Laura Mercier brightening powder. So I'm just going to set underneath the eyes with this. So I'm just going to lightly press this underneath. I don't like to use a lot of powder underneath my eye. I don't know about you, but when I put too much powder underneath my eyes, it goes wrinkly. Like it shows up lines that I don't even have there. It's really weird, so I don't tend to put a lot of powder there. This brush is a Makeup Addiction Precision Highlighter brush. So it's a good little shape just for underneath the eyes. Okay, I'm going in with the Violet Voss Matte About You palette. This one right here. Colours in it are actually amazing. Like, who would not love them colours? I'm going to use a little bit of Smitten and a little bit of Infatuation. I'm just going to mix these two on my brush. And I'm just gonna buff that right into the crease. This brush is a Morphe M576 brush. So it's a big fluffy fella. These shadows blend amazingly. Seriously, they blend like a dream. So this here, and we're just going to focus this more into the crease, so we're not going to blow it out as much as we blew the first shade out. We're just focusing it into the crease. And I'm going to change my brush again. This is a MAC 217 brush, but it's extremely old and it's really not a MAC 217 anymore because the bristles are gone to shit. So it's like, see us? Come on, focus. Focus! But yeah, as you can see here, it's not your usual MAC 217 brush. It has shed a lot of hair. It's very old. It's probably like 4 or 5 years old. But I like the shape of it now. So it's like just really small. I'm going to use Sweet, this colour right here. That's a dark brown. Alright, I'm focusing just on the outer corner here. just to add that dimension. And then back in with the second brush that we used and just blending everything out. I'm going to go back in again in a few minutes and deepen, but I want to do the lighter part first. So I'm just going to take a little bit of shape tape and just put some on my hand, like so. The brush I'm using is a 242 from MAC, so it's just this small definer brush. So we're doing this like an inner, it's like a half cut crease. I don't know, you can call it whatever you want. I call it a half cut crease. So all we're going to do is carve out a shape here in the inner to the middle. And then I'm just going to colour the rest of it in with the concealer, because we're going to use a lighter shade in the lid. What I'm using now for the lid, I'm going to use the Anastasia Nicole Guerrero palette, and I'm using the colour 143, this one right here, and I'm just going to load the colour on the brush and then just press it over the concealer. What I'm going to do now is I'm going back in to the Violet Voss palette, and I'm using Sweet, which is the brown here that we use, and mixing it with a tiny bit of black. Like really precisely just going to deepen here again, so this pops even more. Just going back in with a little bit of Heavenly and the big fluffy brush. Now you can leave it like this if you want, but I'm just going to be a little bit extra and add a little bit of glitter. I'm using the Lit Cosmetics Addicted glitter, so this is what it looks like. And I'm just going to use a little bit of the glitter primer from NYX. With the same brush that I used for the gold, I'm just going to apply a little bit of the glitter primer on the lid, and then just apply some glitter. It's just so sparkly. So see the difference? It just makes it pop just a little bit more. So I'm using the Lights Camera Lashes mascara from Tarte, and I have to say I'm pretty much obsessed with this. Lashes I'm using are Esquido lashes in the style Celestial. These. I'm gonna go back in with a little small non-existent 217 brush, and I'm going to use the colour Heavenly, and I'm just going to buff that right underneath. And then I'm going to add a little bit of Sweet, which is the dark brown colour, just to add a bit more definition. I'm literally obsessed with this palette. It's just so fucking good. Legit, it's such a good palette. Just using a black pencil from Marc Jacobs into the waterline. And because these lashes stop here, what I'm going to do is just get a little bit of the black pencil as well, and just bring it into these corners here in the inside of the eye. Because sometimes if it feels like right now it's like the lashes stop and then there's like a gap, so I'm just going to get right in here. It's just because I don't have any liner on top, that's better, so it brings it all together. And back in with mascara to do the bottom lashes. And just to add a little bit of highlight to the inner corner, let's use a little bit of Forever Young. And just pack that on in here. Okay, once the eyes are done, I'm gonna go and bronze my skin now. So I'm gonna use the Makeup Forever Pro Bronze Fusion. I can't remember which color this is because it's worn off, but I think it's the second lightest one. Just using a Morphe M527 brush to bronze. This is the brush I use probably like 90% of the time to bronze. Should I add more? More is more. Let's just do it. Let's just do it. And I'm just going to contour a little bit more using Taupe blush from MAC. And the brush is an M530 from Morphe. So just carving out our cheekbones. Just a little bit more. Okay, once we are contoured, I'm just going to add blush. I'm going to use the Marc Jacobs Flesh and Fantasy blush. So just dusting that along the cheeks. Okay, now for my favorite part. So I'm going to use the Nicole Guerrero palette again because I wear it every day and I'm running out of my favorite color. Like I already hit the pan. That makes me scared. We're just gonna put it on. Like seriously, like I can't. This is probably my favorite product from Anastasia Beverly Hills. Like, who would not love it? Seriously, if you love highlight as much as I love highlight and you don't have this palette, then you need to get this palette, okay? You need to get it. It's too good just not to have it. Like, hello. Yes. I'm gonna use some of the Ready Set Radiant Tarte Spray. Just gonna spray this all over. Oh, it smells good. Like something, I don't know what it smells like, but it smells good. Okay, for lips, I'm gonna line with Strip Down from MAC. I kind of need a new one because he's getting very teeny tiny. Okay, once you have aligned your lips, however you like, I may add. If you want to overline them, then overline them. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. The lipstick I'm using is one from Smashbox. It's so my color. Like a grayish brownish, but it's light. It's like a grayish browny nude, if that even makes sense. It's perfect. Even though I do prefer matte shades, I make an exception for this one because the color is just so good. That's pretty much it for this tutorial. I hope you enjoyed this look. If you do recreate it, then tag me on Instagram or Twitter or Facebook or wherever you put it because I want to see your recreations. Until next time, I will see you in my next video.